Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Georgina, and this is one of the most requested from my Instagram family, arm balance sequence. We're going to be doing EPK 1 and EPK 2, also known as Ekapada Koundinyasana 1 and 2, and we're going to be burning our shoulders. This is going to improve your chaturanga and, going to give you those nice toned arms. And this is honestly going to make me sore tomorrow. I know it already. And we're going to be adding a little bit of back bends, just gentle. So it's a full body workout. This is going to be a lot of wrist workout, so make sure that you're prepared. All right, when you're ready, all you will need is your yoga mat. Maybe grab some water because this is really going to be an intense one. And let's begin our class. All right, friends, we're going to start by warming up our wrists. So come down onto your knees. We're just going to plant our palms down. And throughout this session, I want you to focus on your index fingers pointing forward instead of your middle finger. So see the difference from here? I want you to open up your shoulders more and your chest, so this way your index fingers pointing forward. All right, so we're going to start by shifting forward and back to warm up our wrists. So I want you to focus on your breath throughout this session, making sure you're continuing to breathe, you're not stopping your breath. It's going to be hard to cue breath, especially when we are on an arm balance position, so just be mindful on that. All right, now we're going to place our fingertips facing towards our bodies, okay? And shift forward. And as you shift back, lift the half palm up, and then shift forward, lift it up. Forward again and back. Good. Now your wrists will be facing towards each other. You could have your wrist touch if you like, and you're gonna face to the right side, and we're just holding this position. And then to the left side. Good. Now we're going to rotate clockwise. And then reverse the direction, counterclockwise. Really trying to get a feel of all the sides, right? Or like the wrist, really warming it up. We're going to be using it heavily here, making sure it's fully warmed up so we don't get injured. All right, now the tops of our palms, fingertips are facing towards you. And same thing, you're going to shift forward, and as you shift back or sit down, you're going to close your fists. Shift forward, open the fists, close the fists. And my fingertips, or my fingers are popping. Love this warm up. So you really open and close your fingertips. Even your knuckles are getting warmed up here. All right, shake your hands. Then let's rotate more our wrists to one direction, closed fists. And then reverse the direction, straighten your elbows in front of you. This is definitely a lot harder if you try to straighten your elbows. Ooh, yes. All right, now circle your arms towards you and then the reverse direction outside. And as you also circle your wrists. Okay, you could even wave, interlace your fingers in front of you, palms are facing down, and you're gonna wave. Right? Just find that wave. And then the harder side for me is to reverse that wave, which is left first up. But I got used to it and now it's actually a lot better. All right. Whew. Now, shake again the hands. My ring flew. All right. So now we are going to warm up our bodies by doing spinal waves. So come onto your all fours position. It doesn't really have to be stacked, but I want you to focus on your index fingers pointing forward again. So open it up, almost like your thumbs are now pointing forward. And then your wrists will be shoulders distance. Okay, so it doesn't really have to be super aligned here. I just want you to kind of sit down, try to see if you could reach down with your hands, elbows straightened. And then as you roll forward, you're going to roll your back. And then you're going to dip your hips as you lift your feet up, kind of like trying to touch your bum. And then from here, opening up the chest, puff out the chest. Open the shoulders, retract your shoulder blades, push yourself up away from the mat, look up. Inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to round your back coming into your child's pose. All right, we're doing that again. So roll forward, drop the hips, lift the feet, puff out the chest, look up, inhale. Exhale, round your back, and child's pose. One more time. Round forward, puff out the chest, lift the hips, or lift the feet rather. Try to see if you could touch your head this time with your feet. Doesn't have to touch, but we're doing King Cobra. So just visualizing that it's touching, puffing out the chest, back bend now. Open the chest and the shoulders, round your back, push back to child's pose. All right, more. Inhale, forward. King Cobra, tap the head if you can. It doesn't have to touch. And then exhale, round the back, child's pose. Inhale, forward. Puff out the chest, King Cobra, tap the head. Exhale, child's pose. It's a great way to warm up the full body here. Forward again. Inhale, King Cobra. Exhale, round the back, child's pose. All right, last one here. Shift forward. Inhale. King Cobra, open up the chest, puff out your chest, exhale, child's pose. Beautiful job. Take a deep breath in, exhale, side out. All right, coming onto your downward facing dog, curl your toes under, lift the knees and the hips all the way up. Downward facing dog. Good. We're going to walk our feet here, bending one knee at a time. Pairing it with your breath. Don't lose the breath. All right. When you're ready, come to your downward dog. Push away from the mat. Your biceps are next to your ears, right? So you can stare at your big toe. This helps, so maybe push yourself more. So if you're over here, making sure you're pushing yourself away from the mat all the way. Right. Now coming onto our left leg, lifts up for a three-legged dog. We're holding this for a little bit here. Point the toes. Breathe. We're just going to stack our hip joints. So open the hips, facing the left side, bend the knees. Good. Coming back to your three-legged dog, square your hips, and we're just going to rotate our hips here. So straighten your leg as you rotate it. Big circles here. I'm flexing my toe here. This helps to really stretch the back legs. All right. One more big circle and drop it all the way down. Good job. We're doing that on the right side. Lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Let's breathe in. Breathe out. Point and flex the toes. Point and flex. Now this time, bend the knee. Open it up. Facing the right side now. Hips are stacked. We're just opening the hip joints. Square your hips, straighten your leg, coming to your three-legged dog again. Flex the toe this time as you rotate. Big circle with your right leg. Big circle. Flex the toe. Push yourself away from the mat, focusing on the elevation of your shoulders here. Really push. Breathe. 2 more. For 2. Last one, big circle all the way. Drop it all the way down. Good job. Now we're going to bend the knees. Try to sit and reach. And then straighten. Bend the knees. Sit down on your heels if you can. And then straighten. Bend and straighten. 2 more. Bend. Straight. Last one. Bend and straight. Good job. Whew. Now, when you're ready, lift the left leg up. Right. Let's do this. You're going to send it in, knee to chest. You're going to lift it as high as you can. From here, you're going to tap the right wrist down. Lift it up to the upper arm, close to your armpits. Holding it. Holding. We're twisting our bodies here. You're now almost facing the right side. Drop it down. And then all the way up. Good. Now three-legged dog. Exhale. Good job. We're doing that again. Knee to chest, send it in, tap the right wrist, and then upper arm all the way. Almost twisting now. From here, you're going to add in, bend the elbows, holding it here for a little bit, kind of like a chaturanga arms, L shape with your arms. And then straighten the elbows, three-legged dog. Breathe. Beautiful job. Knee to chest. Tap the right wrist. Tap the upper arm. Bend the elbows. Good. Straighten the elbows. And then knee to chest. Lift it up. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Good. We're going to do that last one. Knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Tap the right wrist. Inhale. Tap the upper arm. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten the elbows. Exhale, knee to chest and three-legged dog. Good job. Now we're going to take our vinyasa. Shifting our weight forward, coming to your one-legged plank. Point the toes. We're going to do a little bit of a beginner variation by dropping the right knee. Or easy variation. Shift forward and you're going to bend your elbows, coming to your chaturanga. And then inhale, just upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Good job. Now let's take a breath here. We're going to rest for a little bit. Catch your breath. Find a steady breath. Good. If you want to rest with your wrist, because that might be a lot intense for a lot of us, you could sit down on your heels and then just shake it up and then doing that again. Okay? So this way, especially if you're just starting to do all arm balances, right? Okay, again, knee, index fingers pointing forward, coming to your downward facing dog. When you're ready, we'll do that on the other side. Right leg lifts all the way up. Three-legged dog. Send it in, knee to chest. Lift it high. Holding for a little bit. Tapping the left wrist. Holding. Holding. Tap the upper arm up. Lift it high. And twist your body. Face the left side now. Holding it. Tap the left wrist. Good. Slide it down. And then the upper arm. Slide it up. Look to the left. Twist your body. Feeling that compression. Right? All right. Three-legged dog. Good job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, find a steady breath. Knee to chest, send it in. Tap the left wrist, slide it up to the upper arm. Bend the elbows this time. And then straighten the elbows. Knee to chest, lift it up. Three-legged dog, beautiful job. Holding it here. Breathing in, breathing out. Steady breath. Again, knee to chest, left wrist, right arm, left arm rather. Bend the elbows, holding it here. 3, 2, 1, lift it all the way up. Straighten the elbows, knee to chest. Lift it as high as you can. Reach, three-legged dog. Shifting our weight forward, coming to your high plank. Good job. Now option to drop the knee. And then chaturanga, upward dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. All right, we're going to do a lot of one-legged plank or chaturanga. So you always have the option to drop one knee, okay? Just letting you know. All right, bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend the knees and straighten. One more time, bend the knees, straighten the knees. This time, left leg lifts all the way up, three-legged dog, knee to chest. Tap the left wrist, tap the upper arm, bend the elbows, lean now onto your elbows. All right, left leg straights. Point the toes, holding it for 3. Look at your toe, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, knee to chest, straighten the elbows, three-legged dog. Breathe. Good job. Let's take our vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward, one-legged high plank. Drop the knee if you need to. Chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Drop the knees down. Sit on your heels. Shake it up, because that's intense for the wrist. You want to make sure to counteract that by having the tops of the palms drop down, face your fingertips towards your body. Breathe here. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna do that on the other side. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Inhale. Send it in, knee to chest, drop it to the left wrist, and then bring it all the way up to the upper arm. Bend the elbows. You're now leaning both belly to the elbows, right? Look to the left as you straighten that right leg. Point the toes. We're holding for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga arms. Bend the knees. Lift it all the way up. Straighten the elbows and three-legged dog. Good job. Let's take our vinyasa. Inhale. Shift to high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. How are you doing? Heart beating fast, huh? Try to slow it down. One more breath cycle here. Inhale. And exhale, sigh it all out. Good. When you're ready, now we're going to take the full arm balance. So have your feet together. So left leg lifts up, point the toes, and send it in, knee to chest. Lift it high first, holding for 3, 2, 1. Tap the right wrist and tap the upper arm. Now bend the elbows, lean onto your elbows with your belly, straighten that left leg, point the toes, and you're just gonna try to hover that back leg. Hover, and lean again, hover. So you're kind of pumping, trying to find your balance here, right? And then knee to chest, three-legged dog. And then let's take our vinyasa. Shift forward, high plank, lower down to your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. All right, we're doing that again. Same thing on the other side. When you're ready, inhale, reach your right leg up. Send it in, knee to chest. Exhale, tap the right wrist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows. And inhale to straighten that knee. Look to the knee or to the toe. We're holding this position and see if you could shift your weight forward, lift the back leg up and lift it up. So you're hovering and lifting, playing with that feeling of float. All right, knee to chest, lift it up and take our vinyasa. Let's do this. High plank, lower down chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Super intense, right? All right, good job. Now right leg lifts up. We're just gonna send it in. We're gonna drop it in front, inside of the right hand, taking our crescent lunge. Breathe. Navel is in, rib cage is tucked in. Strong core. Catch your breath here. Drop your hands down. Step your right leg back, high plank. And then downward facing dog. Left leg up. Send it in, knee to chest. Lift it high so you can drop it next to your left hand inside. Now reach your hands all the way up. Crescent lunge. Catch your breath here. Find a steady breath. Rib cage is in, strong core. Drop the hands down. Step the left foot back, high plank, chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog. Good job. How are you feeling? Is it that intense for you? We got more. You got this. When you're ready, now we're going to start the left leg this time. Point the toes, lift it up, send it in, knee to chest, tap the right wrist, and then the upper wrist or upper arm. Bend the elbows, lean forward, chaturanga arms. Straighten that left leg and try to see if you could really hold that right leg all the way up. Welcome to your EPK2 or Ekapada Koundinyasana rather 1. EPK 1. And drop the back leg, knee to chest, lift it up, three-legged dog. One-legged high plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. Whew. Wow, that is hard to cue and do that. That was my first time cueing an arm balance actually. All right, when you're ready, guys, lift the right leg all the way up. Send it in, knee to chest. Whew, tap the left wrist. Slide it up to your upper arm. Now bend your elbows, face the left side as you straighten that left foot or left leg. Now try to lift that back leg. Hover. Holding it, EPK1, welcome again to your other EPK1 side. And then you can kick back to chaturanga if you like. Upward dog. Whew. Downward dog, I'll meet you here. Whew. That's just an option. You need a lot of power to do that, but just wanted to show you that can be possible. All right, drop the knees down and we're gonna sit on our heels. Inhale as you reach your hands up. We're gonna do more twist. Face the right side, hands down. You can have your left hand touch the outside of your right knee. Look back. Breathing in here. Whew, sweaty. Love that. Coming back to your center. Whew, wiggle your body. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Tap your left outer knee with your right hand and then look back. Find your steady breath. Coming back to your center, let's do puppy pose. Let's do some back bends. Slide your hands forward here. Finding your puppy pose, adjust your legs if you have to. So dropping your chin or your forehead, whichever you like, depending on your back flexibility. I would love to drop my chin down. Finding the breath in your puppy pose. Focus on letting go of your chest, just letting it melt down, keeping the spine soft. You're not tense. Everything is relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. I'm just pressing my hands down and my forearms, but everything else, the belly is relaxed. Let it drop down with gravity. And really focus on pointing the tailbone all the way up, getting that beautiful back bend arch in your back. All right, let's lean forward. Forearms planted down, Sphinx pose. Chest up. Look up or forward. Let's do more twists. Hands by your sides. Lift the left leg up. You're going to bend the knee and then you're going to cross it to the right side. Try to see if you can tap that right hand. Whoop. Doesn't have to tap, but you could look to the left. Lift the left hand all the way up and look up. Breathe. Good job. Coming back to your center. Doing that on the other side. Right leg up. Point the toes and cross it over and tap that left hand if you can. Or the floor. Doesn't have to be tapping or reaching, but just try your best. Right hand all the way up as you look up. Breathe here. Sometimes I even like to grab my knee and open up my shoulders more. Good job. Now from here, you're going to crawl your fingertips now and you're going to lift up all the way if you can, having that bend in your knee. Good job. And we're going to fold, lift all the way up. Inhale and exhale to fold. Good job. Straighten both legs. And then doing that on the other side, just bend that left knee. Reach all the way up. Inhale. And exhale to fold. Good. All right. Now let's do some frog pose. Let's transition right away. So knees out. And maybe first, I like to kind of have my toes to touch as I drop down my forearms. And then from here, I'm just shifting forward and back. And then you can now open up those shins to that 90-degree angle. And your feet are flexed, shifting forward and back. Now adjust yourself. Maybe you want to more spread with your legs as you shift forward and back. Good job. Now everywhere is fully loosened up. Whew. Coming on to our Malasana, yogi squat. Hands in prayer position. Inhale. And exhale. Catch the breath. All right, we're going to do our EPK 2. When you're ready, hands down, face again this side, and we're going to do our downward facing dog. Ooh. All right, catching the breath some more. When you're ready, we're going to lift our left leg all the way up, three-legged dog one more time. Send it in, knee to chest. This time, as you lift it high, you're going to tap the outside of the left upper arm. You could try to tap that left elbow, or left shoulder rather, all the way up. All the way, we're holding this position. Good job. Now you're going to bend the elbows and then straighten the elbows. Bend and straight. Last one, bend and straight. Lift it all the way up, three-legged dog. Beautiful job. Let's take our vinyasa. Shift forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, right leg lifts all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. And you're just going to tap the outside of the right arm as high as you can. Left, right shoulder. Now from here, you're going to bend your elbows, look down, and then straighten. For 3, straighten. 2, bend. Last one. 1, knee to chest, lift it up, three-legged dog. Good job. Now shift our weight to our high plank. Let's take our vinyasa. You can drop again the knee, otherwise chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward dog. Whew, your arms are burning. Tomorrow you're probably going to be so sore. That's what you want, right? That's why you probably got here. Ooh, love these. All right, when you're ready, left leg again, lift all the way up, knee to chest, and tap the outside of your left shoulder. Now bend both of your elbows. I'm now leaning onto my elbows with my belly. This is just my technique that I find super good. And then you're going to straighten the left leg, holding it here. Look to your left leg, point the toes. Holding. Straighten. Everything is engaged. Core is strong. Good job. Bend the knee. Lift it up. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Good job. When you're ready, let's take our vinyasa. Whew, so many vinyasas, huh? I'll meet you when you're downward dog. Right leg lifts all the way up, knee to chest. Lift it high, tap the outside of the right shoulder, bend both of your shoulders. This time straighten that right leg, point the toes, look to your right leg or right toe. Holding it here, shaking, holding. You got this, and bended it. Straighten your left elbows or right elbows rather, both of the elbows, three-legged dog. How are you doing? Are you still here with me? Let's take our vinyasa. High plank, lower down chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Now for the full arm balance. When you're ready, one big breath in. Exhale, sigh it all out. We got this. All right, left leg lifts all the way up. Send it in, knee to chest. Tap the outside of that left shoulder. Bend the elbows. Straighten that left leg as you try to hover that back leg. Maybe you're just doing like some tips and hover and dropping. Otherwise, if you are up for that challenge, hover all the way, holding it, dropping it down, knee to chest, and then three-legged dog. Beautiful job. That was your EPK 2. All right. Let's take our vinyasa, or you could just rest if you don't like it. Maybe you're already tired, but if you're up for that challenge, let's do our vinyasa. I'll meet you in downward dog. One more time on the other side. When you're ready, right leg lifts all the way up. Send it in, knee to chest. Tap the outside of the right shoulder. Bend both of your elbows. Straighten that right leg. Maybe you're hovering that back leg, and maybe you're tapping. Otherwise, hold it. If you got that strength, hold it as much as you can. Point the toes, look to your right toes. Welcome to our Ekapada Koundinyasana 2. And drop it, knee to chest. Three-legged dog. Let's take our last vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Knees down. Let's relax in child's pose. You could continue doing that. Just relax there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna end this video. That was so intense. Let me know if that was really burning for you. That would definitely make my arms really sore tomorrow. That's a great way to really burn the arms for me. I love the arm balances, and I hope you really enjoyed this flow. I hope you actually get to feel that float. If this is your first time to try some arm balances, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Was that hard for you? Was that easy for you? But do you love it? Did you enjoy that? I really want to hear from you. Thank you so much, guys, for practicing with me today. I really, really love that you're here with me, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget, if you enjoy this video, make sure to give this video some like, subscribe to my channel, and make sure to ring that bell so you get notified for every new videos that I upload here on YouTube. I'll see you on my next class. Bye!